Most people don't know. Death starts in your brain decades before your body fails. Which habit do you already do to protect your brain? Comment below. Aging is inevitable. But the way we age, especially the way our brain ages, can shape the rest of our life more than anything else. Scientists now understand that for many people, the process that eventually leads to death actually starts in the brain, years, even decades before any outward sign appears. But what if there were steps you could take today to slow that process? To protect your memories, your personality, your life itself? Death doesn't begin when the heart stops beating. For most of us, it starts quietly, invisibly in the brain. Starting as early as our 40s and 50s, the brain can begin to lose volume. Neurons die, connections weaken, and toxic proteins like beta-amyloid may start to build up. This doesn't happen overnight. It can take years, even decades, before these changes cause noticeable problems. But make no mistake, by the time symptoms like confusion or memory loss appear, damage has often been silently advancing for years. Modern brain imaging and autopsy studies have revealed surprising truths. The majority of seniors who die with dementia-like symptoms actually show brain changes that began in middle age. And these changes aren't limited to people with Alzheimer's disease. Even normal aging can lead to brain shrinkage, loss of white matter integrity, and inflammation. The brain literally becomes more vulnerable to disease, stroke, and ultimately to systemic failure. Your brain controls every organ system: breathing, heart rhythm, digestion, immune function. As it declines, so does your ability to regulate these vital functions. This is why cognitive decline is so closely linked to frailty, falls, and earlier death, even if the cause of death on paper isn't Alzheimer's. But here's the hopeful part. What you do today can literally change the course of this process. Exercise is the single most powerful brain protective lifestyle choice. Just 150 minutes a week of moderate activity like brisk walking has been shown to increase brain volume, improve blood flow, and even stimulate the birth of new neurons in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. The brain uses about 20% of the body's energy. Diets rich in vegetables, fruits, fish, whole grains, and healthy fats, like the Mediterranean or Mind diet, reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish and flaxseed, are particularly important for neuron health. Mental stimulation builds what scientists call cognitive reserve. This doesn't just mean doing crosswords every day, it's about learning something new. A musical instrument, a foreign language, a craft. The more connections you build, the longer it takes for disease to affect your daily life. Loneliness and isolation can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Regular social interaction protects the brain, lowers stress hormones, and keeps us mentally sharp. During deep sleep, the brain's cleaning system, called the glymphatic system, removes toxins like beta-amyloid. Aim for 79 hours of good quality sleep each night. It's not just rest, it's maintenance. High blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol damage blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the brain. Controlling these conditions can dramatically lower your risk of cognitive decline and stroke. Chronic stress floods the brain with cortisol, which can shrink key memory centers. Mindfulness, meditation, and spending time in nature all help reduce this burden. Researchers are exploring drugs, vaccines, and even gene therapies to slow or stop brain aging. But lifestyle remains the most proven and accessible intervention for everyone right now. Death may start in the brain, but so can a longer, richer life. Every walk, every new skill learned, every connection made is an investment in the brain and in the years still to come. It's never too late to start. Let's meet some people who decided not to leave their brain health to chance. Story 1. Margaret, age 74. Margaret, on camera, smiling. My mother had Alzheimer's. When I turned 65, I decided, not me, if I can help it. I started walking every morning. Then I joined a painting class. At first, It was just something to do, but it turned into something so much more. New friends, new skills, and my memory tests at the doctors actually improved. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure and prediabetes. My doctor warned me that it could affect my brain, not just my heart. I cut back on processed food, started cooking fresh meals, and lost 20 pounds. Now I feel sharper and I don't need as much medication. These stories remind us, real change isn't about perfection. It's about small, consistent steps done every day. Here's what those lifestyle changes do, scientifically. They improve neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections. They boost cerebral blood flow, bringing oxygen and nutrients. They reduce inflammation, protecting delicate neural tissue. And they help remove toxic proteins linked to dementia. Every healthy habit supports your brain on multiple levels. The brain is far more adaptable than we once thought, even in your 70s or 80s. We now know it's never too late to make meaningful improvements. One study from the University of Edinburgh found that seniors who stayed mentally and socially active showed less brain shrinkage, even if they carried genes linked to Alzheimer's. It's powerful proof that genes load the gun, but lifestyle often pulls or doesn't pull the trigger. In 3 cases of Alzheimer's worldwide, may be linked to lifestyle factors we can change. Regular exercise alone can reduce dementia risk by up to 30%. And people who eat a Mediterranean diet show slower cognitive decline, even when brain scans already show early disease. Across the world, a quiet revolution is happening. Brain gyms, memory cafes, and online learning platforms are helping older adults protect their brains together. Imagine if brain health was treated like brushing your teeth, something everyone does, every day, without question. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Take a daily 10-minute walk. Replace one processed snack with fresh fruit. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Try learning one new word every day. Small steps add up to big change. Death may start in the brain, but so can hope, resilience, and renewal. Protecting your brain isn't just about living longer. It's about living better, staying curious, connected, and joyful. Your brain is hungry. Every thought, every memory, every heartbeat it controls burns fuel. But what you choose to eat doesn't just fill your stomach, it shapes your brain's future. Today, discover the top foods that science shows can protect your memory, slow brain aging, and even help build new neural connections. The brain makes up only about 2% of your body weight, but it consumes around 20% of your daily energy. Certain nutrients can boost neuroplasticity, reduce inflammation, and sweep away harmful plaques linked to Alzheimer's. Let's look at what to put on your plate to keep your brain sharp. Fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, trout, and mackerel, are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats build brain cell membranes and support communication between neurons. Studies show people who eat fish regularly have slower rates of cognitive decline and lower risk of Alzheimer's. Berries, especially blueberries, are rich in antioxidants called flavonoids. These help reduce inflammation and protect brain cells from oxidative stress, which can accelerate aging. Research even shows that older adults who ate berries performed better on memory tests. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are full of vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene. One large study found people who ate just one serving a day had brains that looked about 11 years younger on scans.